Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Lapras, Shadow Charizard, and Kommo-o. So this video was initially going to be about Kommo-o, but then I was thinking, we got the Bowtie Lapras coming up. Oh, yeah. So might as well incorporate the Lapras here. Plus, Shadow Lapras in the Ultra League, Lapras in general, but Shadow here is just going to be great. So I'm going to throw on the Bowtie for you there so we can be festive. So let's get it. You can't get a shiny Shadow Bowtie Lapras. That's not happening. So you've seen it here first. Let's go. All right. So we're going to be seeing the Charizard, which has, everything here has bad IVs. All right. And I'm going to show you it doesn't really matter. People that stress out having the best IVs. Look, if you're trying to get the rank 1 in whatever league for some Pokemon, that's perfectly fine. That's good. You're going to be able to have defense. Lose CMP, charge move priority if you have a tie with a mirror match or something that's going to be matching your attack stat, base attack stat. But it's definitely good to have a great PvP stat product Pokemon, okay? But here we are again, like we've done it 100,000 times, folks. And we're going to showcase good Pokemon that have bad IVs. Also, an alternative to a non-XL team. And now, as I was using this team and as I was looking at it, thinking about it, like, oh yeah, non-XL, this will help them out. But the problem is Lapras, Legacy, Shadow. So it's not really like something easily accessible. The shiny doesn't really matter, obviously. Kommo-o, obviously not accessible as well. And then Shadow Charizard, it is going to be a Community Day Blast Burn. I did have Dragon Breath on it. If you're thinking, well, should I run Dragon Breath or Fire Spin or Air Slash? I mean, it's really up to you. Depends on what you need coverage for. Air Slash is going to be Legacy, and so is Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath was going to be a Community Day that we saw in the past. If you're a newer player, Kommo-o is just simply rare as can be, and then Shadow Lapras is Shadow Lapras with the Legacy Quick Move. All right, so with that said, though, if you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up, folks. I had a blast with this team. Like I said, Ultra League is just my favorite place. The reason why I actually really like Master League too, but Ultra League is just that perfect medium where you don't faint too quick. You can take hits depending upon typing, of course, and it's not going to last too long. I know you can have long matchups, but anyways, Kommo-o, putting in that work always does. Horrible IVs, still works, folks. It's perfectly fine. That's what their base stats are for. IVs are a bonus, so it's just missing out on, unfortunately, the bonus. But there's none around, so I really can't, pick and choose which one I want to use around in my inventory. So we're going to go ahead and let this go down here. We put in the work and got them shields out of the wall range, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Lapras. And Skull Bash is what I'm running. I love that move. So we're going to go ahead and catch. Folks, what do you think? We caught an Icicle Spirit Earthquake. Oh, baby, it's an Earthquake. Oh, yeah, they're going to quit. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Next battle, what are we going to see? A Drapion. This is a good matchup. As a matter of fact, and Lapras wouldn't mind it. Charizard, not so much because of Aqua Tail. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw because it is going to be Shadow. And look how much damage we've already done. I mean, Sludge Bomb is going to do a lot here. I'm expecting maybe a swap here. Let's see what happens. And there it is, into a Scrafty. And I kind of just was thinking, maybe we can get a shield out of them if they think this is going to be, close combat, and we get a shield. Great, and it was a CMP, and they're going to go after us. Power Up Punch, going to go ahead and take us down, and that is perfect. So they're going to be vamped up, doing more damage. They can't bait us with a Power Up Punch, so I think it's going to be better to not play around here. Yep, simply shield it up. All right, let's keep it going here, building up to 2 Dragon Claws. And we're going to go ahead and throw the Blast Burn, though. Let's see if they let it go. Great, they are. I just felt like that was just going to be enough to take them out. I didn't want to get hit by another charge move. Getting to another Blast Burn, we're just going to go ahead and throw it here because we really do not have too much more health, and I'm not trying to sit around baiting here with the Charizard Shadow, swapping into the Lapras. Charizard holding on to energy, potentially for that Drapion that we do have to go up against. So we got some nice lag going on here, and I do have to say we did actually see a Go Battle League error, but it was actually benefiting me for once in a million years. And what was that? Well, they hit me with a well, actually, they could have undercharged. We'll see when it happens. It was a Hydro Cannon to my Lapras, and it did very little. We all know it does very little, but we're talking very, very little. Anyways, we got a Alolan Muck here up against our Kommo-o. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. Calling the Acid Spray. They're going to be doing more now with their Poison Jab. Gonna go for Dragon Claw. We don't really want to lower our stats as much as I would love to do that chunk of damage, but when somebody has 2 shields and there's a potential of them 2 shield, you might as well just go for it, unless you just want to go down and you don't want them to farm you. Go ahead and lower your stats with that debuffing move. So we're going to go ahead and go down, bringing in the Charizard and farming them down with energy, and they're bringing in a Chandelure. This is looking pretty good for us here. There's probably something in the back weak to fire. We'll have to see. Maybe something weak to flying, maybe a fighter. As far as what they're going to hit me with, we're going to go ahead and shield it up. It is going to be a Flame Charge. I didn't want to get hit by a Shadow Ball or something. So we're going for another Dragon Claw. And Chandelure is very squishy, so we're going to go ahead and swap. Ice Shard's not very effective, Surf is. But at this point, what's it going to be? They are vamping up their attacks, swapping, and they got an Abomasnow. So no wonder they were trying to hold the line with that Chandelure there. Abomasnow still very weak to fire. And our best thing is, I'm not trying to go for Skull Bash here because they're going to be able to get more farm, right? And I don't know if they're going to hit me with a energy ball at any moment, so I might as well do as much as I can. And look, we bring him into the red. They think we're going to use our shield. I'm not going to use my shield right now. No, we need to save that for the Charizard. And going for another Surf, and it's still, we took out the Abomasnow. Are you kidding me? Swapping into our Charizard, and we're going to be able to Fire Spin down the Chandelure and still holding on to that shield. Let's go. Moving on to the next battle, we're leading with Kommo-o, I do believe the entire time, met with a Melmetal. This is great. They're swapping into Escavalier and Shadow Charizard. Yeah, let's go. And now the only reason why I left this one in here is because of this right here. And we got a 5-0, and Athena got her 5-0 treat. Let's go. She probably just had her ears perked up because not too often she hangs out with me while I'm editing, and she's in here with me right now. Great Swampert lead with our Kommo-o. Let's get it. Earthquake's going to do a lot. I kind of forgot how much it does. It pretty much brings you down into, like, I don't know, 15% health, maybe 10% health left. So I think we do let it go. We're going to let it go. There you go. Look at that. So yeah, doing quite a bit of damage. And that quick move is actually starting to add up. But to get to the Hydro Cannon, we will be shielding this up because they can't really farm us down quite yet. Maybe they will. I got farmed down by Swampert's Mudshot today a few times, and it was quite annoying. It's like, oh my gosh. That's like a Hydro Cannon and a half right there. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Lapras just to absorb their Hydro Cannon here. And that's exactly what it is. And here it is. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So there you go. Look at that. See, that's way too little damage. So it happened to me. Not like they really lost out on a ton of damage right there, but still, you know. And when I was talking about it before, I'm not going to get stuck up on this subject here, but I wasn't saying every time it occurs somebody is cheating. I said there could be a way to potentially make it occur. All right, that's it. We'll leave it at that. Anyways, what's going on here? I can't see what's going on with all the shadowness on the screen. Dragon Claw. Okay, we got a Talonflame. All right, so this is, you know, it really kind of depends. Now, if you're running Dragon Breath or Air Slash, you're going to be looking great. Fire Spin is not horrible or anything, as you can see. You know, it wasn't necessarily like an even tie energy, you know, shield to shield situation, but still taking that win. Venusaur taking him out with a Blast Burn. Let's go. Charizard pulling that win at the end for us. Next battle met with an Obstagoon. This is going to be a great lead for us here, and they're swapping into a Cresselia. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to catch, but I was a little too stinking slow. You saw me tap on the Charizard, and unfortunately, we're going to have to shield this because I'm not going down with all that energy on my Kommo-o. I don't think it would one-shot us, but it would be bringing us down way too low. So building up a little bit more energy, seizing the moment with our Kommo-o to just gain energy to the max there, and bringing in Charizard. While we would resist everything unless they do have Future Sight, then that's not going to be great. Aurora Beam, nobody's going to be rerunning that, so we don't have to worry about that either. Moonblast is our best bet, and to potentially lower our stats, no stat debuff, and we're taking them out with energy here. And bring it in a Swampert. Now, I do go for Blast Bird because we're Shadow Charizard with Stab. And it's simply, yeah, well, it's not good if they shield it up. But if they let it go through, it's going to be doing quite a bit. So, you know, whatever. It's not like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that. It's like, I don't care. Bring it in the Swamp or the Lapras, star of the show with the bow tie over there. Looking all spiffy. All right, so they're swapping into their Obstagoon. I was expecting this. Now, all we need to do is get this shield right about now. And beautiful. Then we're going to go ahead and go for the close combat. And Kommo-o is going to be looking pretty good here. It has a good amount of health to still survive whatever it gets thrown at it. Unless it's going to be Earthquake, obviously. But looks like they were trying to build up a little bit more energy. They know it's, you know, yeah. All right, good game. Kommo-o taking the win for us. And let's keep it moving here, folks. All right, enjoying this team here. Having a blast. And, okay, now for this. All right, this kind of counters my team. All right, so Thunderbolt. for the Charizard and for the Lapras, Rock Slide for Charizard and the Lapras, and Psycho Boost for the Kommo-o encounter for the Lapras. So yeah, I almost top left. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Alright, so we go for the close combat here. And we're getting a shield, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Lapras. So 1-to-1 shield, everything is looking okay so far. It looks like we could potentially pull this back here. So it's not over yet, hitting us with that Earthquake. Lapras just absorbing that Earthquake. Non-stab though, you got to remember that. I'm going to go ahead and raise our defense and go for the big Skull Bash non-stab as well on the Lapras, but still doing a lot of damage because it is Shadow, you already know. And we're going to let this go, Earthquake, and we survive that. Now, I wanted to farm a little bit more, but obviously not get too greedy because I would be dumb. Let's go ahead and just take them out with that serve here and taking the win up against them with our defense raised. Maybe we can get to a charge move. It looks like I'm frantically trying to swap, and we have a Sand Slash. So it's not like, oh, I should have went to Charizard. You're going to see how this is all going to come around. I was thinking, oh, this is just perfect. So they're going to swap into the Deoxys here. Now, I do need to play this a little, have a little bit of finesse here. So go for the Dragon Claw, get that shield, last shield, and we have one shield left. Now, Rock Slide will one-shot us. Thunderbolt will do quite a bit. They go for Psycho Boost. They lower their attack. Rock Slide should still pretty much KO us, right? And they have a Thunderbolt, so we survive. Counter's not doing much, folks. Let's go. And we're building a little bit more extra and a lot more extra energy because we need to be very precise for this win here. And getting to it because they're about to get to another Ice Punch, and that would have been pretty much the end for us. The Lapras has no health, and we take them out with a Blast Burn. All right, moving on to the next opponent, and we have another Obstagoon. You already know this is a great matchup here. Now, the Obstagoon can put up a pretty good fight, right? If we do go for straight close combat, I mean, we've lowered our stats. They're doing more damage with the counter, but they catch it with a Trevenant, so they're locking themselves in here with that Grass and Ghost type. We're swapping into our Charizard, and we're going to have a little fun with this thing here. We're getting a shield out of them, which probably means they want to get off a Shadow Ball, but not necessarily. And we're shielding it up and getting a Seed Bomb. Okay, so this is a Seed Bomb again. We're not shielding. We're not falling for it twice. And still doing an okay amount of damage, and then locking themselves and keeping that Trevenant alive with that Obstagoon. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let that Charizard go down with energy because we're going to have to save that shield for the Kommo-o. That's as simple as that. Going for the Dragon Claw, getting that shield out of them. We still have the Lapras in the back, full health, ready to go. And going to let this Night Slash go. I was going to call it. Now we're going to go ahead and shield this one up and say this is going to be a, oh yeah, yeah. And we're doing it. They're probably so annoyed, like, come on. You can... How did you even know? They're the same energy. All right. Lucky. They call me Lucky Fingers. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Surf on this Talonflame and take it out. Very nice. Very nice. In comes the Obstagoon, folks. Are we going to be able to survive this charge move? I think we will. But we need to get to one more quick move. And, oh, we're getting there. But is this going to KO the Obstagoon? Is it going to KO? Unfortunately not. And they take us out with the counter. They were probably like, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I won that. I was like, yeah, you sure did. Now we have a special guest here, folks. Well, everybody's a special guest on this video, no matter what. But something familiar. Something from the past. I love doing that. It's from the Ninja Turtles original movie, the live action one. What a good movie. The Shredder says that at some point in time because he remembers something from Splinter. But this team is actually my team. All right. Now, if they, if they made this themselves, okay, cool. But let's see what happens here. So I'm thinking, all right, I know this team. Let's see what we can, let's see what we can do here. All right. So we're taking out the Talonflame. We got the Beware that we need to beware of. All right. So here we go. We got some energy already built. They're building up extra energy here. I do believe, right? And we're going down with energy yet again. We're just letting our Pokemon go down with energy left and right. Sometimes you have to make that sacrifice. Don't be afraid to let your Pokemon go down because it has energy. Sometimes that's just the call you need to make. So they got the Trevenant in the back. You already know what it is. Bringing in the Charizard, and we got to be careful of that Shadow Ball. So we're shielding it up. And we're farming down. Almost got a little too greedy there. Almost got too greedy. But we're going to be able to get to 2 charge moves here. And we're probably going to get a shield. Putting up a fight. That's what I like to see. Let's go. Let's see this. Getting to another Dragon Claw here. And one more quick move, and we take the win up against that Beware. All right. Looking good. All right, having some fun here, folks. Let's see what we have. Another Obstagoon lead. What's going on? I don't know. All right, so we're going to see them swap into a Talonflame. We're going to build up a little bit of extra energy here. Now, if they want to go for Brave Bird, that's going to lower their defense. So they go for Flame Charge. Now, we do need to shield up the next one. Those Incinerates are going to add up, but they're not too threatening to the Lapras right now. So going for the first Surf, getting a shield out of them. Now this is going to be a Flame Charge. There's no need to go for Brave Bird, so we will be shielding this up. And getting to another Surf here. If they want a double shield, that's perfect. If they want to let it go, that's perfect as well. We got both shield out of them. And they're throwing their energy here. I couldn't ask for more. Perfect. Thank you. Rolling out the red carpet. We're going to go ahead and throw in our Kommo-o and farm down. But there you go. There is the greed. Did you see that greed in this eyes? Well, you can't see it. Well, on the side image you can, but more my eyes. But getting a little too greedy, and it costed me the last shield. But we're loaded up with energy here, and they're bringing in their Giratina. We're going to start throwing these Dragon Claws left and right, up and down. And Shoryuken! Unfortunately not getting to the next one here, but we're not going to be going down. Going to be barely surviving, and we make a swap into our Charizard. I knew they would be doing that, so we're going to get to that Blast Burn. Is this going to be enough to KO? Charizard, do your job, buddy, and it's not, unfortunately, but it's still doing its job. It took it out, didn't get to a charge move, and they come back in here, and they said, I'm out of here, and we take the win. Let's keep it moving. Next battle, what are we going to see? A Gyarados. Okay, so Dragon Breath. All right, lovely. That is not good. It's not the worst, but something happens, which is very nice. So what's going to happen is they just let all these charge moves go. They do believe they shield at the very end here, I think. So we do let this go as well. And Aqua Tail it is. Crunch is not very effective, so they just, whatever, you know, just go for that one there. Going for a Dragon Claw. And, oh, never mind, I forgot. Okay, so they let it go, Swampert. And here's the farm down I was talking about. There it is. See? There's that Shadow farm down with the Swampert. That was a lot of energy, and I need to be careful now. It's a good thing I have two shields, shielding up the Earthquake correctly, and they have a Ninetales in the back with Charm, swapping into Charizard here, and we're going to go straight for the Blast Burn. You know, I should have went for the bait, but if they didn't shield, that's a big call, and putting them on like an extra 20% of winning at that point. So we had to just go straight for it, whatever. Let's go. We're going to keep this Charizard alive. Now we're going to bait. Get a shield, we're probably going to let it go now. Yeah, well, yep, because I had no health. Swampert comes in. Have you ever seen a Shadow Swampert back out up against the Shadow Charizard? Not no offense, I'm just saying that was a first for me. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Scrafty here. So we're going to have a scrapping battle with these little fighters. We got a Dark Fighter, we got a Dragon Fighter. Let's go. Dragon fighting, isn't that something, huh? Isn't that something? I'm so happy that they give the fighters love like this because it's my favorite type, that and poison. Alright, so what's going to happen here? Scrafty says, you know what? I'm afraid of fighting, but I don't really care. Alright, I am fear. I am dark. Bring it on. So we are going to go for another Dragon Claw, and going for close combats would be nice and all, but it lowers your stats, and you never know if they're going to shield or not, you know? Anyways, bringing in Charizard, and what's going to happen here is we're going to shield this up and come out of this with energy at least. Alright, so Shadow Charizard with energy is pretty threatening. And we're just going to go straight forward the Blast Burn. Well, I didn't even see what it was. A Drapion, regular Drapion, swapping into Lapras immediately after they did let it go, and they have a Trevin in the back. Now, Skull Bash is useless at this point. If we did go for it, all we would really be doing is wasting our time, and they'd just be getting to more Seed Bombs. So we're just going to keep throwing these Surfs here, and they're adding up. And I had to redo the last bit of the commentary because I kept going after this battle, but it was the credits. I was like, oh, it's already over? I was like getting into it just when I was really getting into it. But anyways, this is going to be the end of the video, folks. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up. We're going to be able to take this when they do back out, and that is the team. Thank you for watching, and take care.